That video catches me every time. What an exciting introduction. Welcome back, everybody, to the Placement Partner Recruitment Academy. My name is Sheldon Buerta. I'm a Client Success Manager for Competently Talent Solutions, the authorized African partner of eSkill, partnering with Placement Partner to bring insights and knowledge to our SA recruiters on how tech-enabled tools are your competitive edge in navigating through this new age of digital recruitment. Before the commencement of Lesson 2, just a quick note and a recap on what's been discussed. If you have any questions or would like to give us feedback on the content that's being discussed, please do so. We would love to hear from you. If it's anything regarding the Placement Partner Recruitment Academy and the Placement Partner software as a whole, please reach out direct to Shirley. For any inquiries about pre and post employment assessments to help you find top talent while being fast and effective, please reach out to me directly at Competently. Regardless of where you send it, and it will find its way to the right person. I can guarantee you that. So most importantly, stay engaged and enjoy. A quick recap of what we discussed last week, which was digital recruitment and how you can put a volume hiring strategy in place. We discussed how you do so through selecting tech-enabled tools that will streamline the hiring process. These tools include customizable online skills tests, job-based simulations, video interviewing software, and a reliable ATS or RTS-like placement partner. We also gained insights on the following. We looked at 5 tips to help you get started. We looked at fast-tracking the hiring process and what it looks like at a glance. Lastly, we looked at the benefits of using an assessment tool to hire at scale and how it helps you improve the bottom line. I emphasize data taken from our very own client case studies that showed increases in employee revenue, reducing your time to hire and cost to hire, and how it enabled you to streamline the training process. Today, however, is all about industry leaders and what we can learn from their hiring strategies in 2020. Sure, you have all in your lives experienced and maybe even just understood the saying in some metaphorical way that goes, standing on the shoulders of giants. So when we look at the so-called giants in our industry and look closely at what and how they are doing things, there is so much to gain through wisdom and insights. So let's take a look at what we learn from these giants in recruitment. Here's what we're going to cover today. Firstly, how top recruitment companies are revamping hiring strategies to find qualified candidates quickly. Second, the 4 steps top recruitment companies are taking to identify strong remote workers with assessments. And thirdly, the top 10 hiring skills tests used by the most successful companies. Before we look at how top recruitment companies are revamping their hiring strategies to find qualified candidates quickly, let's first understand why, by briefly looking at South Africa's job crisis. Now, we all know that as a result of COVID-19, many organizations have retrenched staff, some have even closed their doors, leaving the number of unemployed workers at a staggering high. But just how bad is it? The quarterly labor force survey released on the 23rd of June 2020 showed that the unemployment rate in South Africa has increased to 30.1% in the first quarter of 2020. That is 30.1% of the 23.3 million South Africans expected to be working and earning a living. So approximately 6.7 million South Africans who are unemployed. On the bright side, nonetheless, an article from businesstech.co.za showed that while part of our economy saw a decrease in jobs, others increased exponentially. With in-demand skill sets and the way we work evolving continuously, along with the scary stats we have just considered, now we know exactly why top recruitment companies are revamping their hiring strategies to find qualified candidates quickly. Let's briefly look at the following 4 strategies. First, we will look at evaluating skills along with keywords. Second, a comprehensive approach to screening. Third, optimized virtual interviews, and lastly, prioritize candidate engagement. Strategy number 1, evaluating skills along with keywords. Many staffing firms use automated scanners in the forms of software tools that instantly create a shortlist of candidates by screening resumes for selected keywords. And it's a tool and feature all recruiters have come to know and love. As recruiters, we also know that candidates are forever trying new ways to outsmart us and the technology we use. Candidates are now stacking their resumes with keywords tailored to match the requirements of open positions. When applicants attempt to beat the system with keyword loaded resumes, recruiters face a new set of challenges. For one, the candidates who make it through the initial screening may not even have the skills or competencies listed on their resumes. In fact, 85% of recruiters found that candidates exaggerate skills on resumes, according to Monster's 2019 State of the Recruiter survey. And the second challenge, more importantly, top talent may now slip through the cracks simply because they did not attempt to load their resume with keywords. So, at a time when millions of SA workers are unemployed and looking for jobs, how do top staffing firms quickly and effectively shortlist top prospects? Simply by using online pre employment assessment tests. Pre employment skills tests enable staffing companies to efficiently and accurately verify candidates' skills, competencies, and attributes. Pre-employment skills also are an improvement or help you improve key metrics like time to hire, retention rate, and the quality of your hires. Top agencies are doing this, and as you can see, it's for a very good reason. And strategy number two, a comprehensive approach to screening. This strategy is short and sweet and follows on the first. Top agencies understand that finding the ideal candidate for a position requires more than just identifying technical skills. Thus, using an assessment tool like eSkill, which includes employers or enables employers to combine multiple tests into one online experience, provides recruiters and hiring managers with a comprehensive evaluation of applicants. So, dependent on the complexity of the role, the volume of vacancies or positions that need filling, and the volume of applicants to screen, be flexible but comprehensive in your approach, and you will find greater success in the quality of your hires and the time taken to hire. Strategy number three, optimized virtual interviews. I touched on this last week that top recruiters do not stop at pre employment assessments when screening candidates. Instead, these agencies further streamline the hiring process with on demand video interviews. Video interviewing tools enable talent acquisition professionals to complete interviews faster and with more consistency. With the right tools, recruiters can automatically send email invitations to complete on demand video interviews to top ranked candidates. Using a predefined scoring criteria lets your team score and review the results and add them to your candidates' profiles. Fourth and final strategy we learn from top recruitment companies in how they have revamped their hiring processes to find top talent quickly is prioritizing candidate engagement. Top agencies engage with candidates throughout the entire screening process to ensure communication never slips through the cracks. Using a talent assessment platform built for fast paced needs of recruitment and staffing firms makes the automation of candidate communications effortless. By automating essential communications, your recruiters are free to build relationships with top talent. From pre employment assessment test results to interview invitations, put your outreach on autopilot and deliver a superior candidate experience. Set your agency apart from the competition by equipping your recruiters with tools they need to verify candidates' applications and competencies and make hiring recommendations with confidence. In our next segment, we're going to take a look at the 4 steps top recruitment companies are taking to identify strong remote workers with assessments. A recent study done showed that the majority of human resource executives expect the number of remote workers their company employs to continue to increase even post pandemic. Top agencies know they need to implement strategic hiring processes to meet the demands of clients and place remote workers rapidly. A survey of companies who use recruitment agencies found that 45% of these companies switched primary recruitment agencies in the previous year to place more employees faster. Speed and efficiency has become everything. So listen closely. Here are the 4 steps. Number 1, examine companies' remote work processes. Top recruitment companies eliminate the risk of hiring the wrong individuals by closely working with their clients to identify the unique software, skill sets, and competencies required to work remotely for their organization. From the type of productivity software used to the preferred communication methods, nailing down the specifics is critical to delivering qualified talent to your clients. Select and configure the remote work skills test. Number 2. Using customizable pre-employment testing solutions like eSkill enables staffing firms to evaluate the specific skills and software proficiencies required of any position. Number 3, administer the remote work skills assessment. Dependent on the platform you're using, whether standalone or through integration, recruitment professionals should and can be able to select to auto-send applications and invites to complete the remote work skills tests. Candidates can then complete the skills assessment at a time that works best for them. Lastly, and probably the most important, is rank, review, and score reports. With the click of a button, you rank your test takers based on their scores and review the top candidate score reports for a clear understanding of their strengths and weaknesses. In addition to assessing candidates' ability to work in a remote work setting, it is essential to evaluate every competency required, from skills to technical knowledge, cognitive ability, and behavioral characteristics. Effective pre-employment testing includes every necessary competency to succeed in a position. I believe it goes without saying that strategically implementing video interviewing in the remote hiring process is essential. And now, the top 10 hiring skills tests used by the most successful companies. The top 10 list of pre-employment skills tests used by successful companies is comprised primarily of what most consider to be entry-level skills tests. The broad use of basic skills hiring tests supports the findings of the American Management Association, AMA. An AMA survey revealed that 90% of respondents would not hire applicants when a job relevant skills assessment finds they lack basic skills. So here is a look at the leading pre-employment skills tests of 2020. Number 1, grammar skills tests. With most business communication happening online or as text messaging, employers are focusing on hiring candidates who can communicate with few grammatical errors. Customer service skills test. With the prevalence of Facebook, Twitter, online review sites, and higher standards for customer service in general, selecting the right customer service employees is critical. Typing skills test. With computers, tablets, and other forms of technology present in just about every aspect of personal and professional life, it is not a surprise that the typing skills test is the third spot on this list. Currently, voice and other technologies are not as efficient as touch typing, the ability to type without looking at the keyboard. So typing skills remain high on the list of employee must-haves. In at number 4, we have call center skills tests. In at number 5, we have cashier skills tests. And in at number 6, we have sales concept skills tests. Now, while the number of consumers who go online to make purchases rather than to a brick and mortar retailer continues to increase, the need for customer centric employees who can close sales is not going anywhere. In fact, with the rise of online reviews, retailers have shifted marketing dollars towards bolstering a customer service oriented workforce. In at number 7, we have verbal reasoning ability. The reasoning ability assessments can accurately predict the performance of a candidate in the workforce. Then in at number 8, we have spelling skills test. Employers use English spelling and vocabulary skills test or spelling and grammar skills test to identify candidates who can communicate effectively and efficiently. Next up, we have computer proficiency and ability. This identifies candidates who are comfortable completing simple tasks on computers, software, and applications, which in today's world is a standard for just about any position in any company. And lastly, we have numerical reasoning skills test. This is, of course, important as we need to measure a candidate's ability to understand, comprehend, and draw a logical conclusion from numerical data, which is a realistic workplace contextual event. Now, while the list of hiring skills tests represents some of the most in demand skills for 2020, it is hardly an exhaustive list. In today's job market, competition for top talent is relentless. But introducing an automated and objective approach to vetting candidates can ensure your company is finding qualified candidates quickly and accurately. In closing, for our listeners wondering, what can recruitment agencies do with our eSkills pre-employment testing platform? You can combine multiple tests, modules, and questions to form one online assessment. You can select difficulty levels of questions, edit, add, or bulk upload questions, set time limits, create or select open-ended questions. You can auto-rank your candidates. You can view and share detailed score reports, and you can automatically send relevant communications. eSkills pre-hire testing platform for recruitment agencies enables recruiters to easily verify candidates' competencies, skills, and cognitive abilities. Top recruitment agencies use the data-driven insights gleaned from pre-employment testing to make informed candidate recommendations with confidence. I emphasize on the importance once again for the need to realize the power of bolstering or revamping your technological stack to increase and get an edge in your recruitment strategies and processes. Take a zoomed out approach and understand that the ROI in these platforms are worth it, whether small, medium, or large in enterprise. While many are tightening budgets and even letting go of these tools, they don't or may not realize the risk and implications are never worth it. A bad hire costs more to you and your client in time and money than it does to invest in the right tools. And it's your responsibility as recruiters to educate your clients, explain the savings to them, how investing a few hundred rand more per candidate can save you thousands and tens of thousands in the long run. Thank you all once again to our amazing listeners. That brings lesson 2 to an end. As always, please share with all your recruitment partners, colleagues, and friends. Don't be shy, please give us some feedback or post a review. I'm Sheldon Werther from Competently Talent Solutions, and the next lesson we will be solidifying the reasons why skills assessments are so critical when handling high volumes of applicants. See you guys there.